Hello everybody and welcome back to Star Citizen. So I do apologize for not having an episode out yesterday. Now let's check how much monies we have. I would like to do some shopping today. Shopping in game because we haven't really done any of that part of this game yet. So yeah, I want to check that part of the game out. Yeah, so yesterday I had a big problem and I didn't have any episodes ready to get out, and I didn't manage to record anything, and I'll go into that in a bit more detail later on, but that's why this one is late as well, because usually I would record after the time when it would go live, if you know what I mean. Like I would record the next day's videos the day before but later than I release them, if that makes any sense, because obviously I need to record it, edit it, encode it, upload it, and then I set it to publish the following day around 3 o'clock in the afternoon. So anyway, yes, we're looking at the shops. This is what I wanted. Now, are we going to get this flight suit? We can afford it. 73. Not sure how to make it go on to buy rather than try on. Not sure how to make it try on. Have a look at this one. This is the same price. This has the gold. Okay, so try on. You press F, and it tries on. There's a bit of the helmet is staying there, but it's just in the preview mode. Bit of a bug there. I should report that in the thingy so that maybe we could get into the testing for the next version. So let's see if we can try this one on. Press the F and we'll get it tried on. Yeah, it's pretty much, I mean, pretty much the same thing with red and silver instead of black and gold. I think I do prefer the black and gold. So if we wiggle the mouse, we can turn around a bit as well. I think I prefer the black and gold. Can we afford one of these? I think these give more protection. No, we can't. But we can afford this. So we can go and buy an F and confirm purchase. Yep. And that should be it. We should be wearing it now. That's good. Okay, so we have that, and we can now go flying in our new suit. Not that I think it will make any difference to our piloting skills, but yeah, we can fly in our new suit. Now, as you can see, we have the Merlin listed there now. That is because it is the loaner ship, because I bought the Dragonfly. So although I have it rented for the arena, I have my own one now, which I've purchased until the Dragonfly is released. So yes, I made the dive, and I bought a ship. We do need a spare ship. The only thing is that I'm not sure about the Dragonfly. I doubt it would, but the Merlin does not have the ability to press the B button and jump. So although it's quite fast at flying, like in cruise mode and things, you can't jump quickly from one part of space to another. But from what I've seen, I don't quite know how they'll implement it into the game, but what with beds and things in the ships and the quantum fuel being used up from planet to planet, I don't think the quantum fuel will last that much in game. Don't quote me on that, because obviously there'll be refueling places and whatnot, but I don't think it will be like a constant jump to here, jump to there, and it will be done quickly. There's probably going to be some long haul missions where you've got to careful not to crash into him. Long haul missions where you'll have to, what am I knocking? There we go. Have to be careful not to crash into anything, because we're kind of flying in a bit of a precarious position. I think we've got past everything, so I'm looking for yellow, something a bit different from our usual thing. And I lost my train of thought. Yes, long haul missions where you'd have to use the bed and the bathroom and maybe food services, where maybe the bigger ships would have more of an advantage over the smaller ships. Obviously things like the Merlin and the Dragonfly would be inside the bigger ship, so the bigger ship would then go into orbit around the around the planet, and the smaller ship would go off, like for example it would park itself outside this asteroid belt because it's so big, and then you'd go off in the Merlin and navigate the or the Dragonfly and navigate these rocks to get what you want from inside it. That's how I think it would work. So it makes sense that they don't really have much quantum fuel, but also the long haul aspect of it. Now, when you're multiplaying in a big ship, you're all going to have to be online on the same server at the same time. Because let's say you have a crew of 8 people, maybe, say on a Starfarer, and someone's not logged in. What happens then? You know, if it's the pilot that's not logged in. Maybe what would happen is you could sleep in the bed, and another crew member would take over piloting the ship, and while you're offline it's as if you're in the bed. But unless you're on a really long trip, they'll like complete the mission and you'll wake up and you'll be in a bed of a ship that's parked in a hangar somewhere. So either you'll wake up then in the habitat. I don't quite know how that aspect of the game is going to be worked out, to say the truth. So I'm looking for green. In case you haven't guessed, we've seen some green in the far off distance. I don't know if you can see it on your small screens. I can barely see it on this screen, and it's 37 inches. Took a while to get a glimpse of it, and I think we're just flown past it. So try and turn back. There we go. Okay, stop spinning please. And I'm being a bit distracted by the dog. She's chewing again. My dog is a Chinese Shar-Pei and she has wrinkles. And this time of the year it gets a bit hot and the wrinkles sweat and she gets a rash and she scratches a lot. She has medicated shampoo, but she still scratches a lot. Once we gave her a treatment of some tablets from the vet, and she didn't eat for a week, so we thought, I think scratching is better than not eating. So we'll give her the medicated shampoo. It reduces it a lot, but she still goes through these scratching fits. So that's what you're hearing in the background anyway. So let's get out. I'm rambling a bit in this episode because yeah, my mind's all over the place today, and it was yesterday especially. Yes, because I think I started to tell you and I didn't. So we'll try and use the door and use rather than just walking out, because we know what happens when we walk out of the door. We go woof into space. So yeah, yesterday we have a car. We have 2 cars. I have a car and my wife has a car. They're both registered in my name, but one car is hers and one car is mine. My car is currently at the mechanic because it has a belt that needs changing, but to change the belt he has to take out the whole engine. So that's at the mechanic, and I can't use it for the foreseeable future. Foreseeable future being till I hear from the mechanic. I mean, considering he has to take the engine out, it probably would take a good week or so. And so we're both sharing my wife's car, and my wife's car, we got it second hand, and it only has the one key. And somehow the key got shut in the boot, and we couldn't get into the boot to we couldn't get into the car at all. So we got some brandy or whiskey there. Let's see any of the others. There's one over here. So we couldn't get into the car. I called the tow service, and they also couldn't get into the car. Well, he managed to open the window a little tiny bit with a pumpy thing. What's this? It's noodles, I think. Apparently, can we get an angle on it? No. Try again. Apparently, I've gone too far now. You can't eat noodles in space. One would think that it would be quite a good space food, actually, but apparently not. Maybe someone's already taken them. I don't know how that works. How they time out or time in or whatnot. But yeah, so the tow truck guy, he put this thingy in the window, and you have to be careful because the window is like a frameless glass, so you don't want to shatter the window. And he managed to get it like a crack open, and he put a rod through and he was trying to press the internal buttons, but nothing. The alarm was going off, and luckily the alarm was silent. We've already took that one. And I said the alarm was silent, and probably, I don't know if it's because the alarm got set off, but I don't see how you do it without setting off the alarm, to say the truth. But the doors locked. Not auto. Well, they were locked. They were locked, but they the buttons wouldn't. Is that the same one again? I think I'm going between the same two. What do they call it? The deadlock. I think he called it deadlock. It activated, and we couldn't. The buttons wouldn't work to open the boot. They wouldn't work to open the doors. They wouldn't work to open the windows. Nothing. So yeah, I signed the form that he came out to help me and couldn't help me, and I was ringing around locksmiths for about 2 hours. Could be about 2 hours. I was ringing around different locksmiths till I could find the guy that said he could come on site to open the car, but he was saying I can't do it till tomorrow morning. Now, the problem is because we've got a gun. That's good. Maybe we can target it. Would one target it? Can we shoot it, maybe? Yeah, there we go. Okay, that works for shooting. Don't want to shoot a ship. There we go, that's targeting. So that's target, and can we shoot? There you go. Nice, I like this gun. Should remember what it is so we can buy one like it. Because if you buy the gun, you get to keep it when you die. If we die like now, we lose gun, which I think is a bit silly in the grand scheme of things, because it's supposed to be like there's persistence now, so you should get to keep the gun because you've found it. It's like you've scavenged it. You know, in other games you get to keep bits. So I don't know. Maybe they'll do that. Maybe they make them a bit rarer. But you still get to keep them. Could do that. So anyway, yeah. So he was saying he couldn't come until the following, like this morning. So I was like, well, okay. And he said, well, what I'll do is I'll call you before I come, because I told him it was like kind of like it's our only car, and I had an errand to do, and I was waiting to get the keys out to do the errand, and my sister-in-law is in hospital, and we need to visit her. And he said, well, I'll see what I can do, and he said I'll call you before I come to you anyway, so in case I find someone else in the meantime. So I kept calling around. There was one wasn't answering, and I called a few times, left a message, and about half an hour later, this one, he called me back and he said, listen, I'm in the area, I'll try and come now. I said, okay. And he came, and he had all these like Dexter tools, if you would know what I mean by Dexter tools, like lock picking tools. Hey. Yeah, he had all these, sorry about that, my cat was scratching a box. Had all these lock picking tools, and now we're going to come and try and get some money from Korea. And when he was lock picking the car, I couldn't open it. And then he said, do you ever use the key? I'm like, I use the key every day. It's like, but in the lock? I said, no, I always use the remote. And he said, I see. And he said, how long have you had the car? I'm like, 2 years, maybe a little bit more. I think August, yeah, about 2 years I've had the car. So he said, okay, and he went and got this like WD-40, and he sprayed the lock, and then he went in with the thing, and he unlocked it straight away. So the lock had actually jammed as well from the inside through not being used. Yeah, that's a good thing to remember. So now and again, maybe you should use the actual key to unlock the car. So try and park this thing. And even though we got in the car, we still couldn't open the boot. So I had to pull down the back seats. And there's like a ledge at the back of the back seats before you get to the button to open it. Which the button is actually in the boot to put the seats down. But I managed to get my hand between the ledge and the back seat, pulling the back seat forward as much as I could and the ledge as back as I could. And somehow I did a three-handed job with one hand. And maybe I shouldn't be talking while trying to park. But yeah. Go forward a bit, not too much. And I got the seat down, and the key wasn't in the boot. But there was a box in the boot. And then I realised that the key had got put in the box, in the boot, and then the boot shut on the box. And that's what happened then. Okay, it wasn't as bad as that. Nothing exploded. No one got hurt. But anyway, the locksmith was having a good old laugh while I was trying to find this key. So yeah, that was pretty much my day yesterday. Wasted trying to open my car. At least I have the my wife's car, satisfaction of knowing that if someone wants to try and steal this car, unless they actually take the key off of me, they're screwed. I mean, they have to be an expert lockpick, which I guess some car thieves would be. Expert lockpicks, but everything will still just be switched off in the car. I mean, nothing worked, so you can't start the engine without the key anyway. You can't. it's just it's probably about as secure as it can be, which, I mean, I guess it's good. It's bad if you only have the one key, so I have to go and order a key off of Aldi and see what that costs and what to do. So yeah, the joys of buying a second-hand car: always make sure you have the 2 keys and check with the guy before, and if they don't have 2 keys, use it as a haggling thingy. So let's check, how much money do we have now? Got some money. Hang on, pressed ESC as usual. Have to remember to press F1. So let's go and buy a gun. So we'll get to keep the gun when we die like that. So which one is it? I think it's this one that we had. We can't afford it. It's a nice gun. Can't afford this one. Can we inspect it? There we go. Well, it's better than what we have currently. The standard. Look, there's our new hands, our new suit. At least we get to keep the suit. So can we buy it? There we go, can confirm the purchase. Purchase complete. Okay, so now we have ourselves a gun. Done some shopping, we've got a new suit, we've got a gun, we have a new ship. Things are like looking up for good old Space Stranky. So let's have a look in this shop. This is the clothes. I guess, I mean, those are shoes. They're a bit overpriced. I don't know who will be looking at shoes. In real life, I'm not really too concerned with apparel. Can we try that on? Can we turn around? Turn around. Go on. There we go. It's not the one I wanted to try on. At least it didn't. I thought, oh, okay. I knocked the one next to it. I wanted to try this one on. It's 300. It's a lot for a top, isn't it? 300. It's nice though. Look at that red stripe. Sort of what I would wear in real life. Yeah. Should we try and buy it? We'll buy it. So, can we do that? We'll wear a t-shirt, a space t-shirt. Sorry about that. Maybe we can get a jacket. I don't think we can afford a jacket. So we're not wearing the standard jacket. I'm not that fond of wearing jackets. Well, I am if it's cold. New cap. Rabat. Okay, I can't really see what I look like in the rabat. So we'll go around this way. There'll probably be more hats that you could get later on. Maybe there'll be like cowboy hats and stuff. Let's unequip. Okay, so that's the one we've got on. Oh, okay, so we have a t-shirt, new t-shirt. So when they see us running around, we're not going to be bog standard. Well, Euro is back. Let's take the Merlin out for a bit of a spin. You can hear Burton in the background saying the alphabet. So we don't want to forget to put our suit on. Can we please? There we go. Hang on, so we didn't have our suit on, but when we were looking at the guns, we had our suit hands. Is that correct? I might be able to put a few bugs in for this episode. So yeah, I could use this episode as a bug report thingy-majiggy. So we have the landing gear something with the it's a nice looking ship, isn't it? Look at it. I think I've said this before. It reminds me a lot of Megatron in the first Transformers movie. I'm pretty sure they would say no, it's not based on Megatron. I can't find the way to get in. Maybe from here. No, maybe from the other side. Maybe you can only get in from one side. From here. From the back. Back on this side. Now we've got to use. Okay. There we go. Yeah. I don't know how if the producers of Star Citizen would be happy to have the Merlin compared to Megatron. They might not. But it's nice. I like it. They should do a bigger version of it that can jump. So we'll just test it out. Last time I tried it off screen and it didn't want to jump. So we'll try it. I'm pressing B, it doesn't seem to want to do anything. We'll go a bit faster. Okay, so what we could do, someone just jumped out. What we could do is try and do some aerobatics. Something like this. Corkscrew, is it called? Corkscrew? I'm not quite sure if it is a corkscrew or not. We could try and do it through the rings of Port Olisar. Have to try and get a good angle. I don't think we're quite far out enough. Let's go a bit further out. We'll go further out. Try not to black out. It's a much more agile ship than the Aurora. We're going to black out from its agileness. So obviously we're turning at that kind of... Where's what there is? Oh, we've gone the wrong way. Gone out sideways, not backwards. So we'll go a bit more this way. There it is. Still go a bit more sideways. So we'll get a nice angle at it. I mean, we want to be quite straight coming into it. And we'll try and like fly through the rings and hopefully not hit anyone. Well, if we hit someone, mi scusi. If we hit someone who watches this video, mi scusi. If we hit someone who's watching this video and they're very, very angry about it, mi scusi. So, we'll try. Can we line up? So we'll try and bring an angle in to get it straightish. Hit the angle. We're targeting someone, but so we'll target them. It's a bit of a tight angle, but we'll try it anyway. We'll try it. Come on. There we go. I mean, I guess, we're beginners, but maybe we can here we go, let's start turning and we'll go straight into the okay, I thought we'd hit it and survived, but one bump too many. Our wing's still doing the old flip. Okay, that was a bit anticlimactic, but I mean, we've gone quite over now, so yeah, we'll leave that as the anticlimactic climax of this shopping episode. So I'll see you all again next time. Thanks for watching, and bye bye.